In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to enable end-to-end encryption in Zoom. Ensuring that your Zoom meetings are as secure as possible is really important. And end-to-end encryption, or E2EE, offers an extra layer of privacy for your communications. Now, let's get started on securing your Zoom meetings with end-to-end encryption. First, you will need to sign in to the Zoom web portal. You can easily access this by going to the Zoom website and logging into your account. Once you've successfully logged in, navigate over to the left-hand menu. Here, you'll see several options, but the one you're going to need is Settings. Within this section, go ahead and click on Meeting. Now, scroll down until you reach the Security section. This is where the magic happens. Look for the toggle labeled Allow use of end-to-end encryption. You'll want to switch this on. When you enable this, you might be asked to verify your identity using your phone number. This additional verification step is Zoom's way of ensuring it's really you making these changes. Once you have enabled E2EE, you'll notice that you can set the default encryption type. You're given a choice here. Opt for end-to-end encryption over the standard or enhanced versions. Once you've selected this option, make sure to click Save to ensure your changes are applied. After setting everything up, the next step is crucial: applying E2EE when scheduling a meeting. When you go to schedule a new meeting through the web portal, you'll now see an encryption option in the settings. Be sure to select end-to-end encryption for the meeting you're planning. This ensures that the meeting you're about to host or join is fully secured with E2EE. Now, it's vital that everyone who plans to join your meeting uses supported Zoom clients. E2EE will only work if participants are joining via the Zoom desktop app, the mobile app, or a Zoom room. It's important to note that browser-based joining, using the web client, isn't supported for end-to-end encryption. Additionally, some features won't be available when E2EE is enabled, such as cloud recording, streaming, breakout rooms, polling, live transcription, and the Join Before Host feature. When the meeting starts, you'll want to verify that everything is in place. Look for a green shield icon with a little padlock on it in the top left corner. This is your indicator that E2EE is active. As the host, you can read out the security code displayed in the shield. This allows participants to confirm that they are all using the same encryption key, solidifying the meeting's security. And there you have it. By following these straightforward steps, you've added an important layer of encryption to safeguard your Zoom meetings. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with knowing your conversations are as secure as possible. Thank you for tuning in, and take care.